Peace and power, family. This is High Priestess Sister Arcola Sojat of the new Sojat Healing Community and the spiritual doula of the underworld. I wanted to give you guys a live tonight, but I was unable to do the live because just the timing and the atmosphere didn't really balance. So here we go. We're going to start this with a prayer because I do have an important message to give you guys. So if you could just listen throughout or through the live, please. Like, listen to the live through is what I mean. Anyway, I hope everyone is blessed and having a peaceful night. And if you aren't, may you find peace within this message. Peace and blessings to everyone tuning in tonight. Again, I welcome you in love, light, and truth. May this space be covered with protection, clarity, and peace. May every word spoken tonight plant seeds of healing, strength, and renewal. May we be reminded that even after the storm, we are capable of standing strong. Spirit, guide us tonight into a deeper understanding of ourselves and of our path. Ashe. So I wanted to start with a little bit of personal updates about what's been going on with me, life after the crucible. So my new year or my birthday, solar return, just passed about 3 weeks ago. See, and that's my new year because our new year truly don't begin in January unless you're born in January. My new year begins every September 17th on my solar return. That's how we all should count the new year. That's when the cycle resets, when my spirit turns a page. And this year, that date marked my divine reset, a chance to breathe after a season of heaviness. And brothers and sisters, I know many of you have felt this weight and emotional heaviness, mental heaviness that has been on the people. So everybody's wondering, I've been getting messages and comments and people wondering, reaching out on text, where are you? Are you good? You know, where you been? Are you back home? Have you moved away? I've been moving. I've been traveling since 2024, November, from Vegas to California to Texas and then back to Vegas. So yes, a lot that's actually been going on. I've been carrying my work wherever spirit has led me. And no, I have not moved away from Texas, but I am doing things, taking care of business and minding the business that pays me. So you guys will see me soon enough again in my space. And also, you know, back to the regular programming. It's going to be different, but you know what I mean, back into the space you guys are used to seeing me in. So I want to jump into this train ride. The train ride, that was actually a portal. It wasn't just transportation from one place to another. See, because when I got on that train, I had a certain fear, and I don't like to move in fear, but there was a certain uncertainty because I never rode a train, especially 51 hours. So this was a 51-hour train ride. The ride was very peculiar. I met a lot of interesting and peculiar people on the train. And I must admit, I enjoyed myself for the most part. There was a few times of frustration, but not many. It was mostly for people, you know, having bad body odors and just the discomfort and, you know, just being on a train for that many hours. But I had some deep metaphysical conversations about technology, humanity, about where we're headed as a people or just as a whole. You know, I met all types of people. I laughed, I played games. I met folks who were kind. And the whole time there was still this eerie undercurrent that I just couldn't put my finger on. So even though I was going to the Bay to meet my family, I felt like I was still traveling into the unknown. And the truth is, I was, because I had left the unknown already. And the crucible was already forming before I even left Beaumont, like I said. And that ride was the sign, the birth of it, the crossing over. After that, my life totally shifted. I made plans that didn't go accordingly to what I planned, but it went into God's plan. You know, I had a whole different idea, but Spirit had ideas for me. So I went into this dark place, you know, not just the darkness around me, though that came too, but there was a deeper darkness within. My environment had changed. My personal life had changed. And there were some challenges that I just couldn't fix or escape. And I had to endure it. That was my crucible, my fire season of breaking, of pressure. But I endured. And slowly I see the sun again. I see the light again. Things are brightening, slowly but surely. And I understand now that the deeper meanings of darkness had a purpose in my life. Even a healer needs healing. And that was my season to heal myself. Now, as far as Metaphysical Monday go, no, I haven't been doing Metaphysical Monday often or even in the same form lately. While traveling, my bills have shifted more into intuitive sermons, and I'm just letting Spirit speak through me in the moment. But when I return to my temple headquarters, Metaphysical Monday will restart, and it will come back stronger, more structured, and, you know, it'll be in its better version. Calligraphy TV has also morphed while I've been on the road, and it has been a place for these intuitive sermons. These teachings in motion, it's evolving just like I am. And I also have a new channel that I'm working on called Dark Mirror Intuition. I'm still offering services and specials for those ready to go deeper. I'm offering services right now, tarot readings for clarity and guidance, shadow readings for those ready to face the hidden wounds, dream analysis to decode the visions that Spirit sends in the night, you know, so it gets deep with the dreams. And soul prints, my signature work for mapping your soul's essence and personal codes. And I'm actually running specials right now. So if you feel called, just tap in with me. You can DM me, email me, or, you know, inbox me on social media. So we're going to get into this bill now. Family, let me explain something before I go further. When I say the crucible, I mean a season of fire. A test that burns off what's weak, so only the strong remains. A crucible is a refining place. It's where pressure, pain, and heat transform you into something new. In this season, all of us have been in the crucible. But the truth is, many people are crashing out. Some are clinging to old doctrines, old sermons, old rules, but they don't fit this world anymore. And these people are pushing harder, not because they believe stronger, but because they're afraid. They're losing their own faith. So they try to bind everyone else with rules that comforts them. Then on the other side, some have no blueprint at all. They just doing anything. Running wild in ego, anger, confusion, violence. We see it everywhere. Road rage, accidents, homicides, suicides. It's at an all-new high right now. People losing faith, not just in politics, but in life itself. It's a dangerous split. Some trapped in dead doctrines, others trapped in chaos. But hear me tonight. You cannot live this season by wisdom of yesterday. The old principles were for the old world. And if you're going to quote scripture, Bible, Quran, 42 laws of Ma'at, you must also tap into the living Spirit. Because Spirit gives fresh revelation and truth that must be spoken in a way that people understand today. It's too many people walking around with information, but no transformation. Knowledge, but no wisdom. Ego, but no humility. That's why so many are falling apart. That's what's getting to the mind and throwing off the balance in the mind, the ego, the cognitive dissonance. But see, this is not a time to get dragged down into every debate, into every doctrine war, getting pulled into every troll post. Unless you are armored, unless you are walking in your calling as a healer, as a teacher, those energies will pull you under. And even healers, teachers, and advocates must remember, before you can bring peace on this earth, we must first find peace within ourselves. This is a season of self-work. Reset, relearn, redirect, and unlearn what's obsolete. This path may feel uphill sometimes, brothers and sisters, like you are swimming against the current. But every step you take toward the center is resistance against chaos. Every moment you choose peace of mind is an act of power, brothers and sisters. Now, let me talk about the priestess in motion after the crucible, because I went through it. I want to make something clear. I've been doing this priestess work for years. I've risen early. I've served. I've healed. I've taught. That's never changed. But what I've learned after this crucible is the walk looks different now. My whole reality. I used to think that ritual always had to look a certain way, with all the tools, all the altars, everything in place. But I've learned that the altar isn't always elaborate. The altar is me. The altar is me. And these tools were already inside of me. Even when I was displaced, even when I wasn't in my temple, I still found a way. I carved out space in the garden at my mother's house. I realized that sacred space is wherever I bring my intention. And the things I thought wasn't perfect, it turned out to be perfect for me after all. This is a new level of discipline. When you fall off, you don't stay down. You get back up. You use what you have. You apply what you've been preaching. And that's what I've had to do. That's what I've been doing. So this priest is in motion after the crucible. Is not just talking about it, but it's living it. Not just surviving the fire, but dancing in it. And that's what makes this season different. So even if that means isolating myself, I even went into the forest for 7 days. Anything that I needed to find my center, I had to put me first so that I could be strong for my community. And still I continued to push. I put out many intuitive sermons while I was still in the fire. I realized that even when I felt embarrassed, like I was going through some type of humiliation ritual, you stand in the humiliation. As a high priestess, a devotee, or whoever you want to be, with no title, you stand in the fire and you allow spirit to transform you. See, I used to think that ritual had to look a certain way, with all the tools, all the altars, everything in place. But I've learned that the altar isn't always elaborate. The altar is me. The altar is you. The tools are already inside of you, inside of me. So even when I was displaced, meaning not in my temple, I still found a way. I carved out space in my garden at my mother's house, or in her garden. I realized that sacred space is wherever I bring my intention. And things I thought weren't perfect turned out to be perfect for me after all. You know? So this is a new level of discipline, brothers and sisters. When you fall off, you don't stay down, you get back up. You use what you have. Everything doesn't have to be elaborate. You apply what you've been preaching. And that's what I had to do. And that's what I've been doing. So this priest is in motion after the crucible. She's not just talking about it. She living it. Not just surviving the fire, but dancing in it. And that's what makes this season different. So tonight, I'm calling us all into a divine reset. Stop chasing saviors. Stop clinging to doctrines that no longer breathe life. Stop wasting energy on battles that don't serve you. Turn inward. Heal yourself first. Speak blessings into your own life. Remove the curses from your mouth and mind. Align with the spirit in a real way. This is not to reprimand. This is a challenge, a call to rise higher, to reset. So I thank you guys for joining me in this build. I'm going to be bringing way more fire, so y'all stay tuned. Tap in to Calligraphy TV if you want to look at some more of those builds and the content that I do have. And I'm going to close on this. Mother God, Father God, protector of those who walk through the shadows, we call on you tonight. Bless every soul who is weary, who is hurting, who is confused. Bring peace to the restless mind. Encourage to the broken hearts. Heal those in sickness and give strength to those carrying heavy burdens. Protect us from the pull of low vibrations and guide us into alignment with our divine reset. May every step forward be blessed. May every heart tonight leave renewed, covered, and ready. Ashe. Now you guys be blessed. And for those of you who wanted to know how I'm doing and what's going on with me, all is well. I'm still soul jetting. I give thanks. And I give thanks for all of you. Y'all keep fighting.